flying thing over that sun's hitting you in the lens.
And the champ. Hey. So sitting down, we're just starting to go in here. So,
Afternoon, Khabib. How you doing? All right, guys. Hi, Cris. How are you?
good, how are you?
Good to see you.
Hi, good to see you. Gosto muito de você também.
Oh, thank you.
Red hair. Are we all ready?
Yep.
So, Cris, obviously, Holly was able to defeat Ronda Rousey. Some people wonder if she's just the woman who's the giant killer, you know? So what do you say to people who think that she's the one who can beat you?
And I think Holly will be an amazing fight because she's the girl beat Ronda Rousey, and all the fans wait me fight Ronda. We don't have the opportunity, and then now this fight we're gonna see. We don't know what's gonna happen. I know it's gonna be an amazing fight, and I'm prepared for everything. And I always respect all my opponents. I know Holly is gonna be a big challenge for me because her game is very different. But I've been training a lot and I've been prepared and I'm ready.
So have you been working more with Clarissa to prepare the boxing part of it?
I know she's gonna have a fight January, and we train a little bit, not too much in this camp because she have a fight. But we trained before, and and they have Clarissa Brooks too, Cecilia Brooks. We bring her to for help in the camp, on boxing too. And I think everything is good. We have to be open for learning everything.
When you fought Tanya, a lot of people were surprised she made it as far along in the fight as she did. How many rounds do you think you would really go with Holly?
The fight is 5 rounds, and then I think each fight I'm getting better, like calm down and they see where I'm gonna take the shots. And then whenever everybody see Cyborg different, but I have a lot of things in my game, and the people don't know. I'm a 2-time world champion Jiu-Jitsu. I can try submit you. Semi Misha take away the shoulder weight. Or I can stand up. Try KO her. I think I have a lot of things we can do. And I'm not surprised. I think you're getting better each time in my game, and you can show a little bit about my game for all my fans. They're gonna see different Cyborg, not just dead KO and crazes.
And Khabib, obviously Edson Barboza is so dangerous with his kicks. How cautious do you need to be timing takedowns against somebody who is as fast as he is?
Yeah, he has very good kicks and he has very good footwork, like movement. He's like a little bit running too much too. I have to find him inside the cage, I think. But my boxing is not bad. I know he has good boxing skills too, but I think like my pressure, my boxing, he worry about my hand, and he's gonna worry about my takedown. Like it's gonna be hard for him. Of course, for me, it's like not easy fight, but I have very good game plan for him.
And I saw you a few weeks ago, and we all seem to notice how much leaner you are. Is that a real conscious effort you're making to try to walk around a little leaner before the fight week?
Yeah, I changed a lot of things. Like my weight is perfect now. My shape is good. I have 3 more hard days, and I finish all my training camp and focus to make weight. We'll see. I'm in not bad shape now. I'm very excited about I want to show this. I'm over there.
And how frustrating is that for you, knowing that people always wonder if you're going to make it the weight and make it to the fight?
I think I think it's interesting. For people, maybe we're gonna make paper on weigh-in. Why not? People wanna know oh, this guy can make weight or no?
Yeah.
Why not? And people waiting not only my fight, people waiting my weigh-in too. It's okay. It's gonna be interesting.
And how do you feel about fighting Edson instead of having a title fight? I mean, you have kind of been ranked at the top for so long. Why haven't you had that chance yet?
I think when I lose my chance, UFC 209, I talked with my manager, with my father, and they say I think UFC gonna give you one more fight before title. I agree with this. You cannot fight every year fight for the title in UFC. we have a lot of contenders. You know, like lightweight is like so busy. You know, we have a lot of good guys here, and I think that's why UFC. When UFC tell me, hey, you have to fight with somebody, I tell them I need somebody like Edson Barboza, like who have like who stay in like high level in ranking, and that's why I ask fight with him because. I don't want to take easy fight and people talk about, oh, Khabib gonna kill this guy, like no interest in it. And I want, when I have opponent, I want people to talk about, oh, maybe these guys can give him hard time.
Had they ever asked you to fight when you were taking time off for religious practices? How much pressure have you ever felt to go against that and to fight during those periods?
You ask me religious practice?
Well, I know you don't like to fight during certain months. And so had they ever said, hey, Khabib, can we change that? Why don't you just fight and who cares about Ramadan? Have they ever asked you that?
No, we always talk about this with UFC.
Yeah.
Like, I already talked with UFC. Now I fight with December, right? Ramadan's coming May. I talk about like, I want to fight before Ramadan, like April, May. After this fight, I want to beat this guy. Of course, I don't underestimate him, he's a tough guy, but about my mind, I always think about my victory. You know, like, I want to fight December, I want to fight April, May with Tony Ferguson, and after I want to fight September and December. Again, this is my plan. I already make plan with UFC.
How long did it take you to recover?
Excuse me, if no injury.
Yes.
If no injury, if I am healthy,
Yes.
this is my plan.
How long did it take for you to physically and mentally recover from the difficulties you had at UFC trials?
After fight, like regular, I have without training. I make like 2 weeks without training. After I come to the gym, a little bit working, help with my other friends. But like this about physical, but about mentally, like. I don't need mental coach, like mental doctor or something like this. I know like Edson Barboza have mental coach or something. But I don't understand these people, to be honest.
You said that the division is a busy division, but Conor McGregor has not been busy recently. What have you made of his situation, and what do you expect to see from him? Do you think he will be back?
If you don't have injury, if you healthy, you know, like I think if you champ, you have to defend your title. If you're regular fighter, you can fight whatever you want. You know, like you can choose. But if you champ and you hold this title and don't fight one and a half year before, like only one time we have situation like this with Anthony Pettis, but he have injury. You know, like he have injury, surgery, rehab, he come back, and UFC want he stay champ because he look nice, he's exciting like this, like you know, like he look like model, something like this. UFC always want his, but Conor is now is Conor different situation. You know, like he's very big star. UFC wanna put him like everywhere, or we have Conor McGregor UFC champ because he don't want like somebody smash his face. You know, like this is what I think. But he have to defend his title. Or Tony Ferguson have to become real champ.
Sure.
My opinion, I'm gonna beat Edson Barboza and Tony Ferguson becomes real champ. Then we have to fight April, May. I'm gonna have 9 win streak in UFC, 9-0, 25-0, and Tony Ferguson have 10 win streak, real champ. And we have to. This is real fight. This is most important fight in lightweight division right now. But of course, I'm gonna focus to Edson Barboza, and to be honest, I think about Edson and Tony Ferguson, but I don't think about Conor McGregor.
But he has now a huge amount of money and a celebrity lifestyle. Do you think things like that, is it still possible for a fighter to be as hungry and as motivated when they have those things?
I think when his money is loose, he's gonna come back.
Sure. It's a lot of money to lose,
like,
so, right?
But, we'll see. But you have to defend this belt. This is not about money. This is about like, this is sport, you know. What about like...
Guys, time out please. Khabib is here to talk about Edson Barboza. Forget about fucking Conor.
No, it's okay. It's
You
okay.
know,
People have to know.
clicks, just focus on Edson Barboza.
No, my opinion, like, if you don't fight with Tony Ferguson becomes real champ.
Sure.
And Tony Ferguson is interim champ, and he's real champ. Of course, they always like. Well, what do George St. Pierre?
Sure.
He understand he cannot fight like a 6 month, and he said, like, you guys have to fight for the title, like other guy contender, and Robert Whittaker world champion, like this situation.
Cris, what has it been like to work with someone like Clarissa? I'm not talking so much about her boxing, but I'm talking a lot about her personality. She has a very kind of upbeat, friendly, smiley, positive personality. Has that kind of rubbed off on you a little bit? Have you enjoyed working with that side?
You know, I really, her box is amazing. You know, she's born doing boxing, and she's a really fun girl. You know, she's really happy, and she's a rare girl, have a faith with me too. And then we train together. Of course, she has a lot of things to teach me. I'm doing MMA, and who do MMA knows we don't train just boxing. You know, I have a lot of things arts you have to learn. And with her, she showed a lot of things I can learn, and she have more 8 fights, you know, amateur fights. She fight girls bigger than her, small, southpaw, you know, orthodox, and so different girls. And if you don't have a time to train for them, you need to be prepared for everything. And for me, I like challenge myself and learn each time. And maybe one day I can do one box fight, you know. And then, you know, we don't know. And then we really together for help each other. You know, I think she's a woman, and then this boxing is very famous, but for women it's new. And then I think Sammy do MMA, do sport growing. Why I cannot help her boxing, women's too growing, you know. And then anytime I'm gonna have a media, and they're gonna have her. I think for going sport together for all the women.
Last question for me. What is it like fighting just after Christmas time? Do you have a normal Christmas? Do you move Christmas to after
I think a long time I don't have Christmas. You know, I have it with family. You know, I think Christmas for me is be with my family. And then I love my work. And then I was in dieting because it's always close to the fight. But before it's okay. And now it's my weight. It's okay. Before it was cat weight. And it's okay, now I'm happy, my family are gonna be with me, and then I'm doing this for my family, for help them have the better life, and you know, I'm very excited for December 30th.
Cris, I was gonna say, we know obviously in the past you've had a sort of, you know, tenuous relationship with Dana White in the UFC, and you guys have gotten past that. Can you kind of just talk about what it means to finally be in this position where you're headlining the UFC pay-per-view, the year-end pay-per-view? How does that feel to you to finally be in this position?
Nah, I know the main thing, I think I overcome everything, you know, I think I use everything that have against me for me, motivate me, keep going. And then I'm really happy, I think when I hold this belt, my last fight, I think this is a new chapter in my career. And then Dana already, you know, have a good relationship, we work together, we talk together, we're gonna work together, and I'm really happy in this position. And I'm gonna do an amazing job. UFC gonna be proud to be with me and be champ.
Would you say that maybe your mindset is the clearest it's been because you don't have any of that drama? You do have a new contract. You're sort of over all those hurdles mentally. Are you just kind of the clearest head you've ever been heading into?
You know, women always do drama. I think all my life I have a lot of dramas, and this has made challenge myself and motivate me. I think it does help you mentally to be strong. And then, you know, I was here for a challenge.
And then the last thing I want to ask too is, you know, we watch these clips as they're hyping this fight, and everyone says you've never faced anybody like Holly. She's the most polished striker you've ever faced. Would you say that that is a fair assessment? She's definitely the most polished striker you've ever faced, and how much does that concern you?
You know, I never fight somebody like Holly, but she never fight somebody like me too. You know, Holly, she never killed nobody. In the boxing too, she never couple fights. Always for decision, never finished because she's KO. And she have a lot of kicks, you know, she's have a nice game, and she run a lot. I think she's gonna be new for me too, because I never find nobody run so much. But we have 5 rounds for catch her, and then I train really hard for this fight, for all my fights. And let's see, I'm ready for 5 rounds. If you think you're gonna be 5 rounds, I'm ready.
She did finish H.E.A.T, but
I watched the fight H.E.A.T like 3 rounds, 4 rounds, 25 punches. So really, you know, I hope my fight will be more excited. And then I'm work hard for that, and let's see.
Cris, do you remember watching the fight with Holly and what you thought when she finished? Do you remember that?
You know, that fight is really, that fight I never talked with nobody about that, but you know, that fight I was one friend's house, and beat Holly. I just met Holly that time, I think before, one movie, we movie together, H.E.A.T, and then that fight I was prepared for fight Holly, for fight Ronda. And then I was prepared for that, and when they fight each other before the fight, a couple minutes before I go in the restroom by myself, and I bow down my knee and I pray. And I said, man, you know, God knows I want to fight Ronda, but you know, I leave your hands, and then who's gonna win this fight? I leave for you. I don't want to lose, Ronda lose. I don't want to lose, Holly lose, but I leave your hands. And that day, man, Holly beat Ronda, and then this has changed everything. I said, I don't know now. I keep training for fight Ronda, or you know, keep training for fight Holly, and then you know, this is the future. You know, I think that day, me and Holly gonna face off. I already knew that.
It cost you a lot of money.
You know, I don't think this fight is gonna, you know, after that fight, I think when Ronda fight Holly, everybody said, after she beat Holly, gonna fight Cyborg. She don't think about beat Holly first, she already think about fight me. I think you have to slowly, you know, see in front of each fight. You cannot think about already beat someone if you're not fight yet. And then, yeah, but I think this fight never gonna happen in Ronda before. I will stick my mind, but you know, for her mind, she's always gonna avoid me.
When you discuss what could occur in the fight with Holly, since Holly's roots are from H.E.A.T's boxing roots, and you work with Clarissa, as Clarissa's advice differed from just training with, you know, for pure striking with a general MMA athlete, as opposed to Holly Holm, who's had so much roots in boxing. How has her advice changed to you to prepare for Holly?
You know, one thing is Clarissa and Holly have a very different style. You know, Clarissa don't run so much. I was like to the fire all the time, and we have some game look like close. And you know, Holly have a lot of boxing fights. Like it's a lot. And then she have a lot of take punches in the head, and then you know, maybe this is going to be an advantage for me. You know, and let's see. I'm excited.
So when you look at that and knowing that she's had all these boxing fights, do you, in your preparation, do you watch a lot of boxing, or do you focus more on your other attributes to combat those boxing attributes?
You know, I always leave my team watch her fights, and then you know, the Holly have a lot of footage with her because always his fights is it's for decision. And I trust my team, and know I do everything they tell me. And I really watch sometimes box. I know, I don't like just. I'm training all day. I don't like go home and they watch fights. It's like they don't have a life. But I leave my team watch all her fights, and then we make game plan. And let's see. You know, I always everybody have a game plan, but that fight in cage it's different. And I want to see that, be prepared for everything, and that's what's gonna happen.
For both of you guys. Dana White was here giving a speech to you a couple of weeks ago, and he said the one thing he's learned about the fight game is timing is everything. And for you guys, as you guys sit here with Conor, who knows what he's going to do, John Jones sidelines, GSP basically walking away, the UFC needs a major pay-per-view draw to step up and help the company. Is the timing right for you guys right now, and do you have an awareness or a sense of that you've got to strike right now because of that window being open?
You know, I think it's this responsibility is UFC's responsibility. You know, I just have to go over there do my job, and then leave my fans to watch the fight. And I think when you put the sport in couple phases, it's really dangerous, because if your people retire, like don't want to fight, retire, McGregor, but they have other athletes. You know, have a lot of athletes. And I think when you use the record, who ready for fight for the belt? Same Khabib say, you need to be ready for defend your belt. Like the boxing you need to defend your belt every year. You cannot hold your belt forever. Or leave the belt. You know? It's MMA cannot be the face somebody. MMA has a lot of fighters, and then you have to give the responsibility for all the fighters, not just cup fighters.
But it needs some signature fighters, doesn't it, Khabib? Are you aware of that? Do you think about that?
To be honest, I don't think about this. This is not my job. This is UFC job. You know, my job is come here fighting. About myself, I know it's like here is not, I'm not like very big star in US. Of course, MMA fans know me, but in Russia, I'm big star. I'm very big star. But if UFC wanna make money with me, they have to make pay-per-view to Russian people, because Russian people cannot buy $60 or $100 pay-per-view. If they make like for Russian people $10 or $15 pay-per-view only for Russian people, and I think they can buy like couple millions pay-per-view my fights, and like 3 million people. Of course, I know like almost 5-6 million people watch live my fight in Russia, but they watch in free TV. if they buy like 3 million people $15, it's gonna be big money. They have to make deal in Russia. I think UFC underestimate how big fan base have. This is not only about Russia, like USSR country. It's like more than 500 million people living in former USSR country. Like they have like maybe 50 million fans, UFC fans. They have to make deals with this. They have to come to Russia. It's my opinion. They have to come to Russia, make a couple show 1 year, maybe one pay-per-view show in Russia. And I think like this.
Can that happen in 2018?
I don't know. Every year they talk about UFC coming to Russia. Every year. When I come 2012, UFC they beginning talking about this like everywhere. To be honest, I don't believe it. They have to connect with Russia. Like Russia is different. If you wanna make business in Russia and the US is you can make business different, but Russia a little bit more hard.
But if businesses succeed in Russia, then it's a massive opportunity. It's huge economy, huge population.
Talk about me?
No, I'm just talking about not just about appealing to the Russian people, but obviously some of the big businesses in Russia, if it was possible.
You know, like Russia already they have like very big fan group.
Of course.
Based like for MMA, we have a couple big show in Russia too. Already very big show, and a couple TV shows showing this. But UFC have to come. I think UFC have to come here and make deal. And they have to begin now, and after a couple of years, I think they can make a lot of money with this. Like UFC work hard with Brazil. They make always in Brazil pay-per-view show. They make always in Canada pay-per-view show. You know, like now they beginning a little bit work with England. I think Russia is very big. It's not Brazil. Brazil have very big fan group. But Russia is like, they think Russia is small. No, Russia is very big. They have to come and work. I think they have to work, but this is not big enough. It's not going to be like easy. I know, like Russia is business in Canada.
Does the government support MMA in Russia? I know Putin likes martial arts.
Government always like we have our Putin coming to show. Putin coming to show and watch fights. He love MMA. He love he from judo. Yeah, like he love judo, he love mixed martial arts. I think he's gonna be like support this. And you know.
Do you think Dana could do and Putin? Do you think they would get along?
I don't know, but then I have to know he's very busy. Then I have to know this, you know. But Dana is busy too. Putin is different.
Now you are facing a Brazilian again. Did you receive any message interesting in social media about that? The Brazilians already started to prowl your social media with messages.
Brazilian, I didn't.
Did the Brazilians started to prowl your social media with messages about you facing a Brazilian guy?
I don't know, to be
honest. Because you have many supporters in Brazil also.
To be honest, I think Brazilian fans have to support him because he's Brazilian now. And you know, like I like when Russian fans support me. I love this, but it's okay. When I go to the cage, Brazilian out, me and him only alone. You know, like, and this is support. You know, I respect him. I respect Edson Barboza. He's a very good guy. I know, and he's a very tough opponent. You know, like it's gonna be like very big match. You know, he's good on his skills. I'm good on my skills. You know. We both top 5, and we'll see.
But what's your main point against him? You know, what do you study more? What do you do more in your game to face a guy like that's good on the up game?
I'm gonna keep going, keep forward, and if you wanna beat me, it's not decision. You have to knock me out. If you don't knock me out, what happened? I'm gonna make him tired, I'm gonna break him. This is my plan. This is not about, I respect him and I cannot break him. Of course, when he go to the cage, he's gonna knock me out. And my plan is broken. This is what I'm doing.
Will you talk to Dana at the same time, like you did when you were fighting
We'll
Michael
see.
Johnson?
With him, with Dana, maybe like I like this.
Did you plan to do that, or that was
No, I
just in
don't
the
plan.
moment?
Like when I fight, like Michael Johnson eat a lot of punch. I respect him too, but I understand he cannot do nothing. He cannot boxing with me. He cannot like nothing. He just eat punch, and that's why I tell him like you have to give up. I talk with him with my heart.
Since the two of you are paired today, what do you think that Cris does well? And Cris, what do you think that he does well?
We go for it.
Thank you, go for it, sir.
Thank you. I think Cris have very hard fight now. Holly Holm, she said like she running too much. Yes, I agree with this, but for catch Holly Holm, I think it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for her. I'm very excited about this fight. Like two best female fighter fighting. Like 219, and we'll see what will happen. I'm like Holly Holm is nice girl. She is very nice girl, and I think I don't know. To be honest, I'm very excited about this fight. Nobody knows because she have very big experience. She I think 17-time world champion, and she is like I don't know how many times she like 200, 300 world champion. But two very big like names are fighting. I'm very excited about this. Good luck both of them.
Khabib, I already started watching his fights, and then I already shared in my Instagram for the fight for the belt a long time ago. And I support Russian too, and then I have a lot of fans in Russian too. And it'll be an amazing fight. I'm sorry I'm gonna fight Brazilian, but we need to go on hands always and do the best can, and it'll be who's gonna be a win there.
Khabib, you said you made some changes as far as weight goes. What are the kind of things that you're doing differently now?
I have planned like for cutting weight, like I'm gonna cut my left or right leg morning, Friday morning before we eat. Now we think about this like left or right. We have to.
So you think you can beat Barboza with one leg?
Why not? I can beat him. I think.
The knee or a bit higher than the knee, or what do you think?
We'll see. We'll see like what heavier.
How much do you weigh right now?
Not big.
Not big.
Like asking for fighters like how much
Fight
you're,
plan.
like ask about like how much your weight and how old are you. I think it's not good idea.
You already know how old you are though. It's already on all the literature.
Like when people don't know you, how old are you, how much your weight. Two questions. Two questions you cannot ask for women and for fighters.
Okay, I'll ask you this. Are you closer to weight now?
Yes, very
a week
close.
out than you have been?
I'm very close. Like my weight like this, I have last time like 3 days before fight.
Okay. So now almost the same as 3 days.
I'm sure at this point you understand how much fans are going to be irate if you come in, you don't make weight.
To be honest,
Don't put this pressure here.
no, I am. I think.
Everybody wants to see you fight.
Yes, I know. I won't see my fight too. I'm very big fan for MMA. Like always, I watch all fights. It's not about only UFC. I watch Bellator and other organization fights. I'm very big fan. Like I like my fights too. I'm very excited about when Khabib is coming back.
You don't.
I think first of all he have to make weight. I think if you don't make weight, it's gonna be trouble.
Are Russian fans the same as American fans in that they like
No.
it's all about the knockout?
I think Russian fans a little bit different. Like they support his fighters. I think American fans don't support American fighters. I think.
How do you mean?
Like always when I watch like American fighters fight with other guys, like they support him, but not like Russian fans. Russian fans different. Like I think Russian fans like a little bit same like Brazilian and Irish. Irish fans support Irish fighters. Brazilian fans, when you go to the cage, you have to die. They talk about amo rei or something like that. Like Russian fans too, but I think American a little bit different fans. They have to learn from Russian, Brazilian, Irish fans. We can teach like Russian fans can teach American fans how they have to support these fighters.
Chris, you said that, that Holly's been running a lot in her fights. Have you looked at the fights and kind of tried to figure out how you can catch up with her and kind of get her into the corner and that kind of thing?
No, of course we train a lot about that. You watch all her fights too, and then see how's it gonna work. But same as I said, it's MMA. I have all the opportunities for tries to meet her or be stand. Me should take already showed the way, and then. But let's see. I wanna see. I'm prepared for everything fight. And same he say, you have to die. Go against a Brazilian, you have to die in cage, or you kill, you die. That's it.
Chris, I just wanted to ask, earlier, a couple months ago, you posted that video asking Holly about the USADA testing and everything. I'm just curious to know, is there a genuine concern on your part about Holly being beat, or was that just that psychological warfare?
About the video, I just answer her because I don't say anything about USADA, anything for her. Her team started saying something for me. Say, you need to test her, you need to test her. I say, okay, no problem, you can test me anytime, but if USADA go to my house 5 a.m., 20 times during my camp, have to go to her house 20 times during her camp. It's not my team have history fall doping in fires. And then her team throw rocks on me, and then have a house glasses house. I don't say anything against Holly. I just say if you're gonna test me same time, and I say during camp. I don't say 2 years ago she had so many tests. No, I say during this camp, 30 days before the fight. Every week he was out at my house. If you be every time at her house too. It's not because of her, but her team have the history. Have the most fighter doping her team. And then I never want to judge nobody. I think it just I try to defend myself after then judge me.
So she told us in Detroit that it seems that has gotten under her skin. She doesn't want to be associated with that. So was that part of the plan to maybe?
No, for not be associated with the team, she'd have to get out her team. It's something I don't want to say her team started that, and then I'm some people a lot of judge me and then about my past, but everybody do mistake, everybody getting better. Who don't do mistake here, throw the first rock, but I think everybody do mistake. But they have to get in better person and better athlete. And then I'm never gonna say anything about Holly, but her team started saying that for me, and they just say let's do we correct for both. If you do 100 times her, test me, and they don't have an excuse. After that fight, I beat her, don't have an excuse to say anything about me.
Nice guys. Why don't we take a couple quick pictures here? Stand up.
I'm gonna turn off. Wait.
Both together, they hold it tight. Have to smile.